Hello, what's going on, everyone? We are going to build this particular thing right now. I think I posted the finished product in the morning today, but this afternoon I decided to maybe switch that a little bit up, all right? So we're going to use only this button in here to switch the images, all right here. All right, so we can turn on the image and also turn off the image right in here. You can also put something like a toggle where that you can basically maybe drag from left to right to turn it on or something like that nature right in here. All right, but I don't want to take too much time to do this because I'm really busy these days building my JS course. All right, so what I want to do is going to be very simple. Let's see how we can create this together right in here. And to do that, what I want to first do is to create a folder for this. So let's do that right now. All right, so I have that created and it's completely empty right now. However, I just basically want to open that up with my Visual Studio Code and let's trust this. And then we can basically close out this AI chart section. And then this is what we got right in here. So let's create our first file inside of this. This is going to be called an index dot. This is going to be .html. And then we can open that up right in here. So let's close out this right in here. And I want to generate my HTML boilerplate in here. So if I do exclamation and I hit tab, I'm going to generate my HTML boilerplate in here. And let's go ahead and just call this a switch. Maybe something like, oh, I'm going to just do on/off. Now, within this place, let's create our div in here. This is going to have a class, and I'm going to just give that container. Let's call that container right in here. And I can close this. Now, within this container div right in here, we can go ahead and then create the H1 right in here, which is this particular text that we can see right in here, this light bulb. So I'm going to copy that, and if I go back to my coding environment, I'm going to just do, this is going to be H2, hit on tab, and then I want to paste that in there. Then after that, we also need that text that we'll have down here. This is just basically serving as something like a paragraph. So we can do that by going back in here, and I'm going to just do a p paragraph in here, paste that, and that's just basically the text we want to have in there. Now, what's the next thing I basically want to do in here? We want to look for a way to basically bring in that image that we'll have in there. All right. And if we want to do that, we can use our image elements. So I'm going to just do img and SLC right in here for source, and that's just basically where we're going to basically be able to bring the image in. Now, the name of the first image I want to bring is actually called off.png, like that. All right, I'm going to just do it right in there, even though it's not going to show up just now because it's not really present as of this time. So let's do an alt text for this, and then we're going to basically just call that light, maybe light bulb or something like that. All right, so that's just what it is right there. I want to just go ahead and terminate this image in here, and I want to break down. I need a little line break in here. So after we do that, the next thing we want to do right in here is going to be really very simple. So we can look for a way to create the button that we're basically going to be hitting on to be able to toggle the stuff right in there. So to do that, we can just do button in here, and then I'm going to just go ahead and just say something like toggle. I'm going to just do toggle right in here. All right, so we have that right in here. So we can open this up. If I click on this, I can open that up with my live server, and it's just basically going to open within my browser right in here. You wouldn't actually see the image just yet. And again, I want to use this opportunity to tell you that this is just basically two different images that we're going to use, and then I got the inspiration from W3 School right in here, so I'd like to give them credit. So if you want to turn this on, you can hit on this, it's going to turn on. If you want to turn that off, you can hit on this. All right, so the only thing I did is that I did it the modern way. All right, now what I want to do is going to be very simple. Let me get those images in here. So if I go to my downloads, all right, I want to copy this and maybe this right in here. It's going to basically show, and the size is a lot smaller. So the next thing I want to do is to look for a way to basically work on the JavaScript part of this. And if you want to do that, we can just basically try to, first of all, let me give this an ID. This is going to be ID, and we can basically call that toggle btn. So let's do ID right in here and set that to be toggle btn like that, and we can basically use that. So let me do btn this way, and within this place we can just create our script tags right here. Let me do script, hit on tab, it's going to generate this. And then the first thing I would like to do is to basically get the image first of all right in here. In that case, we also need to have something like an ID for the image. All right, so I'm going to do ID, and then we can set that to be equal to. So within this particular place, we can just basically go ahead and call that my image, and we can basically use that right in there. So when we get down here, we can just do, I'm going to just do const, or you can use something like let if you are quite sure that the image is never going to, it's actually going to keep on changing. All right, so if I do images right here, or image, we can set that to be equal to, and this is going to be document.get element by ID, and then we can grab onto this ID that we just created right in here called my image, and then put it right in here. You can terminate if you wish to, and if not, you can still proceed. It's basically still going to work because this is more than JavaScript. Now down here, let's grab onto this button that we have in here. So to do that, we can use the same approach in here. So if I copy this and just basically duplicate that, let's change the variable name in here, and we can just say toggle btn right in there. We'll just use this, and then we can just basically grab onto that particular toggle btn right in here. So this is going to be toggle btn, and we've also gotten that. Now, what's the next thing we basically want to do? All right, so down here, I would like to create a state. So let's first of all, I'm going to create a variable, and I'm going to just call that something like, let's say is on, and then I'm going to initially set it to false right in here. This is just basically like me creating a state, all right? And down here, if we do this, and that means I'm initially setting the image to false, all right? Like the on part of the image to basically be off. That's just basically what I'm trying to do right in here, all right, on this particular line rather. And if I do that, maybe when I get down here, the next thing I would like to do is basically try to toggle the images, and I'm going to just use my add event listener to do that. And what I mean by that is that every time someone clicks on the image, I want to be able to change the state of the image, that thereby just trying to like basically switch the images. So let's do this. I'm going to just pick this variable for the button, especially when someone clicks on it, and I'm going to just do add event listener right in here. And what I want to do within here is that I want to listen for a click. First of all, that will be the first parameter I want to add in here. So let's go ahead and just do click, and I'm going to introduce a comma. Then let's run an arrow function in here. Let's run an arrow function within this particular place. So to do that, on this particular line, what I want to do, or what I want to basically achieve, is that first of all, I'm going to just set this right in here to not, and I'm going to just basically say, what am I going to do right here? So I'm going to just, first of all, let's take this away. We're not creating a new variable, rather what we're just basically doing is to see a way to like basically set that on or off. So I'm going to just basically take this and I put that in here. I'm going to just set it to this. And I want to just basically put a not right in here. This thing simply means that we're just basically setting these to not like this, all right? And what that means is that once this one is basically on, we are basically setting that to off, all right? The way that it is right now is false. We're just basically, it means that we're setting it to something like true right in here. So that's just basically, I hope you understand what I'm trying to just get at on that particular line. So first of all, I want to basically set that to, once someone clicks on the button, we go ahead and then try to set this one to true, thereby allowing the on image to like basically take effect. All right, so now if we do that on that particular line, we can look for a way to now change images, because once we turn this to true, once we try to switch this stuff on, we would like to like switch the images, because we're basically using an image to accomplish what we basically want to accomplish here. So for that reason, if I do images, we do have a variable called the image right in here, not really images. So I'm going to just do image, and I'm going to just do .src, and that's how we get code onto the source of the image. So I want to set that to be equal to, and I'm going to just do is on right in here. That's just correct. So I'm going to just do is on right in here, and I want to use a ternary operator right in here. So this is going to be like a condition. If it is basically on, which image do you basically want to like show off, all right? And in my own case, based on what I'm doing here, let's put the on image. So let's bring in that one, and it has a name called the on, because if you take a look at our folder in here, you see that the image is basically called the on, and the extension is .png. So that's why I am doing on.png here to bring in the on image. Else, we can just basically go ahead and just turn it off, right? So put a quote in here, and then the second one is actually off, and we're going to do .png because its extension is also PNG if you take a look at the off image. Alright, so I'm just using that ternary operator to make the code a lot shorter right in there. You can also terminate here if you want, and if you don't want, you can leave that. And that's just what it is. It's going to basically do the job for us, alright? And if we save the changes in here, I want us to take a look at what we've got so far. So if we refresh, and I will get down here, and I will hit on this, you see that it switches the image. If you click that again, it turns that off. You see what is happening here? So it's working just basically fine for us. Now, the next thing I want to do is to add our CSS, which I'm going to just copy and paste. So I hate like typing the CSS if I'm doing a JavaScript project like this, and that's just what it is. So I want to copy the CSS and then paste that right in here. So within the head region, let's do style right in here. and we can just basically go ahead and paste the CSS. So if you want me to go through it, I can just basically show you that. So this is the body section, and this is the container. You've already seen this class. You can just basically pause the video as I show you that to type. So this is the H1, and this is the paragraph that we have in there. The image is here. We are styling the image right in there, and this is when the image is on. We're going to just show off this particular shadow right in here to make that look like a glow. All right, like the bulb like actually switch on in a real life. That's what we're trying to do with this filter right in here. We're scaling that too. And then we have a button down here that we're just basically styling, and then even a hover effect for the button. So that's all, guys. I'm going to go ahead and then save the changes. And then if we go right in here, you see that it comes together. And then if we hit on this, you see what is happening. You can also turn that off and turn that on. And if you want to also extend this JavaScript around here, you can also do a few lines of a code in here. Not really, even a single line of code can be able to even do that. So if we get down on this place and down here, we can just basically do, I want to just do something like I will call add maybe virtual effects maybe to the image. All right, so to add such a virtual image, we can do image right in here. We'll take the image variable, and we're going to just do class list right in there, and we want to basically go ahead and say toggle right here. All right, so we'll have that on the toggle, and I want to basically set that to on. So put that in quotes, and this is going to be on. Then we can introduce a command here, and then we can run this. So I'm going to just copy the variable and drop that on this second line in here, and that's just basically what we need to be able to like make that look somehow like it's just basically glowing up. All right, so that's just what it is. So if we take a look at here, and then we hit this, you see that it adds some glow around this place. So this is just what it is, guys. So this is the stuff right in there. If you're interested in extending your JavaScript knowledge, where you build things like this and even more, you can basically go ahead and then pre-order my JavaScript course that I'm just still recording. You can pre-order that now at 5 USD, and I'll be glad to like basically have you in that premium class if you're interested in that. So just send me a DM with the keywords JS babysitting, and I'm going to just go ahead and add it right there. So thanks for watching. I think I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye for now.